Imagine walking through the narrow streets of a bustling city. Ahead of you, a vibrant market unfolds, teeming with energy. You're surrounded by a lively crowd as you pass stalls brimming with an array of products, clothes, fruits, electronics, and even potential life partners. In this place, finding a wife is as commonplace as picking out a bag of fresh produce. For just $10, you could secure a lifelong companion. But don't be fooled, this process is far more complex than it seems. Today, we'll delve into the countries where the practice of finding a wife at markets is a familiar tradition. And make sure to stay until the end, as we'll reveal a country that might surprise you with this custom. Number 1. Malaysia. Get ready for an experience that redefines the concept of love and marriage. Imagine a unique marriage market where love and beauty come at a premium, and in Malaysia, this is a reality. In this exotic marriage market, Malaysian women are highly valued, with prices ranging from 18,000 to 20,000 ringgits, which is about $4,800 to $5,400. But not every man can afford these stunning women, only those ready to invest significantly. If you have the money, you'll have the privilege of feeling loved and valued by these sensual and mysterious women in Malaysia. It's like a paradise for those looking to find love by investing in happiness. Exotic beauties with pearly skin and dark hair are waiting behind their veils to showcase their charms. In this country, love is a business transaction, promising exclusivity and passion for a price. Dive into a romance where luxury and desire come together. Malaysia is ready to show you that true love, although expensive, can be yours if you seek it. The beautiful Malay women, with their pure allure and the respect they show their men, whether rich or poor, employed or not, are truly extraordinary. When you start dating a Malay woman, you will realize the true essence of modesty, dignity, and respect in a partner. What should you know about relationships with these attractive women? Once you have a clear idea of the type of woman you want to date, you can easily search for Malay women on dating websites. It's essential to consider the size of the Malay women's community before you begin your search. If there are fewer women, you may have to accept fewer matches. A Malay woman can also be a great option if you are looking for a relationship with someone who speaks your language. Number 2. China. China's long-standing one-child policy has led to a significant gender imbalance, creating a severe disparity between the number of men and women in the country. According to a report from the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, between 30,000 and 40,000 Chinese men could remain single throughout the 2020s due to this imbalance. This dire situation has driven many to desperate measures, including purchasing brides from neighboring countries like Vietnam. In rural areas of China, the practice of buying wives continues. Women from Vietnam are often brought in for marriages or other purposes, with prices starting at $2,600. This disturbing market highlights a grim reality for those seeking partners in unconventional and unethical ways, often without considering the consent of the women involved. If you're looking to find a Chinese partner to ease your loneliness, China might be the place for you. Vietnam has turned into a love market where everything revolves around money. Can you believe what's happening in this Southeast Asian country? Between 2009 and 2013, authorities rescued 18 Vietnamese women from the grips of this exploitative trade, revealing a market value that reached 120 million Vietnamese dollars, approximately $5,000 per woman. Can you believe it? These young women, mostly from rural and ethnic minority communities, are particularly vulnerable to human trafficking. Traffickers lure them with promises of financial gain and support for their families, exploiting their lack of education and access to information. Once these women cross the border into China, they face dire conditions. Many are locked in houses and forced to work under harsh circumstances, with some sold to older men in rural areas while others are pushed into prostitution in major cities. They are only discovered and deported back to Vietnam when local authorities conduct checks for illegal immigrants. In Egypt, an incredible arrangement is changing the marriage game, combining tradition and essential needs in a unique way. Let's uncover this story that is sure to captivate your imagination. And please comment below your thoughts and chat with me when we hear about Egypt. Number 3. Egypt. In Egypt, there's a concept known as temporary marriage, designed to help the neediest families marry off their daughters to foreigners in exchange for financial benefits. These arrangements can start at an astonishingly low price of just $9. That's right, you heard it correctly. For less than the price of a meal in many high-cost countries, you can enter into a temporary marriage contract. The specifics of this arrangement typically conclude when the foreign husband returns to his country, making it a budget-friendly option with significant opportunities for both parties involved. Egyptian society is quite patriarchal, where women often feel undervalued and lack opportunities for personal development. Many local women marry without their consent, leading them to seek foreign husbands who can offer them happiness and a sense of being valued for who they are. Egyptian women are particularly attracted to American men, known for being considerate, respectful, and affectionate. They seek partners who make them feel special and loved. These women, often shy and reserved by nature, are looking for outgoing and lively men. If you are someone who loves to laugh and can't imagine your life without humor, an Egyptian wife could be your perfect match. Egyptian women possess an incredible sense of humor and focus on positive aspects rather than dwelling on negativity. You'll find that disagreements are rare, as they prefer to discuss issues calmly and reach a consensus. They also refrain from judging others, believing that such behavior is not the best use of their time. Marrying an Egyptian woman means discovering more wonderful traits throughout your relationship. Egypt offers a chance to write an international love story, blending cultures and creating lasting bonds. This intriguing and affordable marriage opportunity might just be the start of a beautiful journey. You'd be surprised to know that in some places it might take up to 200 cows just to get married. Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hitting that subscribe button would mean a lot. It greatly supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even more amazing for you. Do we have a deal? Number 4. Southern Africa. In Southern Africa, marriage arrangements are a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity, often defying Western expectations. Here, the process involves unique negotiations where brides are secured through various forms of payments, whether it's with cattle or cash. Families play a crucial role as intermediaries, orchestrating these marriages in a way that surprises many outsiders. Historically, South African men would need to offer several cattle to secure a bride. Today, while the practice of using cattle continues, many transactions are now conducted in cash. This shift has been driven by urbanization and changing economic realities. For example, the cost of one cow can range from a symbolic $14 to the market rate of $420. The final dowry amount is determined by multiplying the value of a single cow by the number of cows the bride is considered to be worth. This amount can be substantial and remains with the bride's family even in the event of a divorce. December marks the wedding season in South Africa, where sleek German cars navigate dusty streets and families prepare for traditional economic negotiations. These discussions are typically led by the bride's family, emphasizing the considerable investment they've made in raising their daughter. In rural areas, the transfer of cattle from one family's field to another remains a significant symbol of wealth. However, for many Black South Africans living in cities and urbanized regions, as well as those in suburban areas, cattle have become more symbolic. Payments are now mostly in cash, although the price is still calculated based on the value of cows. This blend of tradition and modernity creates a unique marriage market in Southern Africa, where economic negotiations are an integral part of the union process. Whether through tangible items like cattle or cash payments, Sudan, officially known as the Republic of Sudan, is located in Northeast Africa and is home to thousands of weddings every year. In this culturally rich nation, there are 3 main types of marriages: civil, religious, and customary. All of these forms are widely recognized and accepted, giving couples the freedom to choose the one that best fits their preferences and beliefs. Predominantly an Islamic country, Sudan has a high proportion of Muslims, influencing many of its marriage customs. Now let's take a closer look at South Sudan, where marriage customs have unique and interesting financial implications. Here, if a man wants to marry a woman, his family must pay for her, usually using cattle or goats, based on her negotiated value. Once married, women are expected to have many children, particularly daughters, who are seen as assets to acquire more livestock. Child and early marriages are common in South Sudan, with more than 50% of girls marrying before the age of 18. Often young girls marry older men because these men possess more assets, making them more desirable partners. The cost of getting married in Sudan varies significantly. In urban areas, weddings can be quite expensive, with a typical middle-class wedding costing around $10,000, which is far beyond the reach of many Sudanese citizens. Only the wealthiest families can afford such lavish ceremonies. However, in rural areas, the scenario is quite different. Lavish ceremonies are often unnecessary. After paying the bride price, which can start as low as $35, the man is allowed to take his bride. For many rural Sudanese families, marriage is seen as a way out of poverty, rather than a celebration of love. In South Sudan, it is not uncommon for families to view marriage as a crucial economic transaction. While urban weddings might require significant financial investment, in rural areas, a bride can be bought for as little as $9 worth of livestock. So whether you're intrigued by the cultural aspects or the financial dynamics, marriages in Sudan and South Sudan offer a unique glimpse into how traditions and economics intertwine in these fascinating countries. If you're considering relocation for a new life and partner, understanding these customs is crucial. Number 7. India. India is transforming the marriage market with jaw-dropping deals. In a country where traditional patriarchal values often dominate, women can become commodities for those seeking companionship. You might find this surprising, but for as little as $73 to $50, you can secure a partner in India. Imagine that. India has become a top destination for men looking to find a partner without breaking the bank. It's like shopping for love, where you can even switch partners if you're not satisfied. This affordable solution to modern loneliness offers a unique opportunity for those seeking instant love with return policies included. India's marriage market is influenced by several socio-economic factors. The dowry system, although officially outlawed, still plays a significant role in rural areas and lower economic strata. Families of brides often pay significant sums to the groom's family, which paradoxically creates a market where brides are purchased at low prices due to economic pressures. This tradition has modernized in some aspects, making it possible for foreign men to partake in these arrangements. Moreover, India's skewed gender ratio, with approximately 1,057 males for every 1,000 females according to the 2023 census, further complicates the situation. This imbalance has led to increased competition for brides, sometimes driving down the cost in monetary terms. Another fascinating aspect of India's marriage market is the cultural diversity. With 28 states and over 22 officially recognized languages, the cultural dynamics vary significantly. In states like Haryana and Punjab, where the gender ratio is particularly skewed, the practice of purchasing brides is more common. Conversely, states in the South, like Kerala and Tamil Nadu, have more progressive attitudes toward gender equality, making the marriage market there different. Number 8. Afghanistan. Afghanistan, almost all weddings start with the traditional process of matchmaking. Here's an inside look at how this intricate system works and why it can sometimes seem like you're buying a wife. In Afghan culture, the groom's family initiates the process by making a proposal to the bride's family. The bride's family then decides whether to accept or decline the proposal. Once there's an agreement, the families gather at the bride's home to negotiate the wedding details and the bride price. The bride price, known as walwar in Afghanistan, can vary significantly. This price is influenced by several factors, including the bride's family background, education, skills, age, beauty, and reputation, as well as recent bride prices in the community. Although the couple is often consulted, they have very limited roles in these negotiations and must accept the decisions made by their families. The negotiations can be quite detailed and cover various wedding expenses, such as food and catering, clothing for the bride's relatives, and payment for the cleric who drafts the marriage contract and performs the ceremony. While these logistics can be settled quickly, discussions about the bride price can be lengthy. As of 2024, the average bride price in Afghanistan can range from a few hundred to several $1,000s. For instance, in some rural areas it might be as low as $1,000, while in urban centers it can go up to several $1,000s. This contrasts sharply with historical anecdotes where, in some regions, a bride price could be as low as $9, a figure that seems almost unbelievable today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.